The Elemental Hero archetype is my favorite archetype of all time. I have such a fond nostalgia for the Elemental Heroes and heroes in general, so when Master Duel came out, I was eager to get my hands on an Elemental Hero deck. But as it turns out, a modern hero deck is really expensive, consisting of like, I don't know, 40 ultra rares, that's an estimate. And so the challenge for a lot of hero players inside of Master Duel is, can you create a fun, competitively viable hero deck that does not quite break the bank? We put together a list for a hero deck that I think is a really good foundation for new and returning hero players trying to get into a modern hero strategy. If you don't have the Skrilla to pound out for like 40 ultra rares, then this deck might be for you. And the cool thing about this deck we're about to showcase is I feel like it's a good baseline, good foundation. A lot of the cards are really interchangeable and you're able to build upon this strategy depending on your pool of cards available. It's really beginner friendly and will also teach you some of the more interesting mechanics of a modern hero deck. Now, before you laugh at me for this deck, if you guys like this video, make sure to leave it a like. And if you want to see more from your boy, please consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really hope we can do so. A huge thank you to everyone who subscribed. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the Elemental Hero deck list. So let's go over the deck. We have one copy of Elemental Hero Avian, a very powerful card inside of Elemental Hero Avian Control, one copy of Burstanatrix, one copy of Clayman, and one copy of Sparkman as our normal vanilla heroes. Next, we have 3 copies of Max C and 3 copies of Ash Blossom. This is pretty standard for most Master Duel decks at this point. We have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Bubbleman. This card is essentially just an extra name, an extra water that you can use to go into Absolute Zero for your fusion plays. The special summoning effect doesn't come up too often, but it can come up eventually. I mean, use to your own discretion. Next, we have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Stratos. Now, I only have 1 copy, but if you have multiple copies, I definitely recommend playing Elemental Hero Stratos as it is that powerful. The non-targeting destruction of back row is amazing, plus you can add the hero monsters to add extra consistency to your strategy. Then we have 2 copies of Vision Hero Vion. Now, I know this isn't a completely pure Elemental Hero list, but the Vision Hero engine and the Evil Hero engine are both 2 things that occur inside of a modern hero strategy. So this is supposed to help you kind of get acquainted with how those things particularly work. And Vision Hero Vion is very, very powerful for a fusion hero strategy specifically, because you can send things like Shadow Mist to the graveyard, you can add polymerization from your deck to your hand. Really cool card overall and adds a lot of value to this strategy. Speaking of Shadow Mist, we have 2 copies of Elemental Hero Shadow Mist inside of this deck. We're not playing the Masked Hero engine inside of this deck specifically. Once again, a little bit of a budget choice not to do so, but Shadow Mist is still a very solid card for heroes. Then we have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Blaze Man just to help search out polymerization and get our plays going, and 1 copy of Solid Soldier. You don't have to include this card. It's kind of a useless ultra rare. It still has its purpose, but for the most part, we just need an extra name, and so anything else will do here. Once again, you can kind of replace certain cards in this deck for things like the Fusion Destiny engine if you want to. Moving on, we have 1 copy of Evil Hero Dusted Gold. We are playing the Evil Hero engine inside of this strategy. Then we have 1 copy of Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, ability to draw, and also a great water monster for Absolute Zero. 1 copy of Elemental Hero Honest Neos to round out our Elemental Heroes. And to round out our monsters, we have 3 copies of Nibiru the Primal Being. This card you could probably substitute for whatever. I find that this deck specifically has a hard time dealing with combo decks, like a lot of decks do, and it's so popular on ladder right now. And Nibiru is kind of hit or miss, and sure, you might run into Eldlik where it is kind of useless, but you can always use it as material for something like The Shining, so it's not always bad, but you definitely could cut this. This is just personal preference on my side. Then we have 2 copies of Polymerization, again, to really help with those fusion plays, 1 copy of Reinforcement in the Army, and 2 copies of Miracle Fusion. Now, I'm playing 2 and 2 of this, of Polymerization and Miracle Fusion, because I found in testing that this deck really does need multiple copies to go into multiple monsters. It has a hard time really recurring back Polymerization and Miracle Fusion. Unlike a modern hero strategy, we can pretty much consistently do that. But for the most part, because this relies not on mass change and more powerful extra deck monsters, 2 copies of each is pretty much necessary. Then we have 3 copies of Emergency Call. This card, you could probably play it 2, maybe even play it 1 depending on your pool of heroes, but it just adds an extra layer of consistency. Then of course 1 copy of Dark Calling for our fusion spell, 2 copies of Lightning Storm, 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity, and 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet. as our staples in this deck to help with consistency and to help combat boards going second. Next, onto the extra deck, we have 1 copy of the man, the myth, the legend, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Grand Merge, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Sunrise, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Tempest, 1 copy of Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, absolutely insane, 1 copy of Elemental Hero The Shining, 1 copy of Vision Hero Trinity. This card's not necessarily super useful and it might not come up too often, so you could pretty much skip it as it is an ultra rare that you could probably cut. 1 copy of Evil Hero Malicious Bane. This card is way too good to cut. I highly recommend playing it. It's very strong. Now the interesting thing inside of this extra deck is Link Spider and 1 copy of Imduct the World Chalice Dragon. I decided that because I'm playing the vanilla hero cards that I wanted a way to utilize them to get into something like Predaplant Birth Anaconda. So if I open multiple copies of the vanilla hero monsters, I can use them to go into bigger, better things and also potentially set up some Miracle Fusion plays. Next, 1 copy of Wonder Driver. This one doesn't come up very often either, but it's pretty good for getting monsters into your graveyard. Once again, Miracle Fusion. And then also 1 copy of Infernal Devicer. Now this card I've been sleeping on inside the TCG for quite some time, but it's pretty neat inside of this game for a lot of reasons. Then finally, we have 1 copy of Predaplant Birth Anaconda. I took this deck on Ranked Ladder and had a lot of fun playing it. We actually got some interesting and surprising wins with this strategy. So if you guys want to try out this deck or have a variation on this deck, let me know in the comment section down below. What other cards would you include inside of a budget hero list? With that being said, let's check out the deck in action. Aha. Honestly, not a terrible hand. We see Burstinatrix a lot. I feel like last time we played this deck, we saw Burstinatrix a lot. Am I wrong? Am I crazy about that? Oh, Drytron. Max C. Tell me you have it. Oh, you don't. This is actually gonna get real interesting really fast. The problem about this is that we don't really have a good place to Ash except for the Fafnir. So we have to get to a Fafnir. We have to get to an Ash within 2 draws, I wanna say. So Linkuriboh, draw. Okay. All right, I guess that's fine. Whatever. Oh my God, you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me. What is this hand? This is Jaden season 1 all over again, baby. Okay, he's gonna be really confused by this. We're gonna summon Avion. We're gonna summon Link Spider. You ready? Link Spider effects. Summon Burstinatrix. Really cool. Miracle Fusion for... Oh, we could actually go Flame Wingman here, which I think would be really funny. Sunrise is just winning the game, essentially. I mean, cause we, like, when we have the opportunity to summon Flame Wingman, we should. Flame Wingman? I see Flame Wingman. We're going for it. We probably could have, like, done something. Well, Sunrise gets rid of the Linkuriboh. Let's go, Flame Wingman! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, Sunrise is definitely the better choice, for sure. Why can't we play Fusion Destiny? Hey guys, we can play Sunrise, I guess. Hey, Sunrise is here, everyone. Look, we didn't even miss a beat. Cool. Very cool. Hey, do we? I feel like this is like a weird OTK that we have going on. Is this lethal? Let's check. So let's see. 27 plus 25 plus 31. That's game. Oh shit. Guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? This is crazy. This is gonna be actually crazy. All a part of the plan, that's right. So, Sunrise, attack. And then finally, we can destroy a card, I guess, that's fine. And let's hero Flame Wingman. Skydive Scorcher. Woo! Let's go! I was a little scared there for a second. A little scared, but never punished. Let's go. Drytron? Pfft. Looks like Flame Wingman was unironically the best course of action there. Very cool, very cool. That's probably fair. Oh, did he make us go first? Ooh, we don't like that. We don't hate that, but what are we gonna do going first, right? Let's go ahead and just reinforcement. Is he just ashing at the blue? You never ash the first thing for heroes. If this was an actual hero deck, he'd be dead. Can you believe it? I can. He will. Oh, I'm not playing the Destiny Hero engine. I'm so stupid. I'm so silly, guys. I was like, why can't I go like DPE here? Would you reckon is a cooler ace monster, Flame Wingman or Neos? Flame Wingman, hands down. Hands down, Flame Wingman is a better ace monster. I wish they kept him as the ace monster. But you know, Neos is fine. Neos is cool, but not as cool as Flame Wingman. What about you guys? You guys prefer Neos or Flame Wingman? Maybe not fusing the Vion is a bad option, actually, but I guess maybe you want the boost and the extra protection. So Chain Link 2, Liquid Soldier, Chain Link 1, Sunrise. Let's see what we put back. This is about as best as we can do, by the way, on this board. What? Nebula Dragon. What are you playing? But he's gonna go for OTK, right? So, okay. You cannot target this card with card effects. Okay, so can that card be destroyed by card effects? Are we about to get one Punch Man? Probably, right? Maybe. He'd have to destroy the Sunrise, which is not gonna kill us. So this is gonna be bad. Okay. Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon. This seems fine. So I can't activate cards in the field. No, why did he? Why did he? Why did he? Why? Battle phase? Battle step? Probably the damage step, probably, right? He knows we had Honest Neos, right? That's like a thing that he knew that we had. Call by the Grave is the only thing that can save him here. What? Okay. Interesting. What a weird card. Boosh. Interesting. Yeah, he spared us, and that's gonna be his downfall. This back row's worrisome, but I'm not too upset about it. Ooh, Droplet's really good here. I don't really think Droplet's like gonna be amazing. We'll definitely activate our Vision Hero Vion though to banish something for our Poly to get a probably the Shining. I think that's probably appropriate. The classic Shining, boosh, and we haven't normal summoned yet, which I think is kind of fun. Yeah, I haven't gotten Absolute Zero yet. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Soon though, we're about to have a full field of full field of fusions. Not quite. And hiya. Here's a cool thing. Mally. See ya. Oh, what? Excuse me? Hello? Okay, so for those who were looking away for 3 seconds, he activated Tachyon Chaos Hole. A Galaxy monster, XYZ monster is destroyed by battle with opponent's attacking monster or by opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard. Destroy as many face-up cards on your opponent's side of the field as possible. And if you do, banish them. I am so confused. I don't even need to know why that happened. I'm just slightly upset about it. Galaxy players, am I right? Oh, hey, this lightning storm is really good here. I think we're just gonna be there. It didn't even matter. I'm so confused. But that was really cool. Excuse me?